Hi everyone, this is Stephanie and welcome to another tutorial with me. In today's tutorial, we will be learning how to log in our user using PHP and MySQLi. So let's begin. The first thing is first. I have already have everything set up for you. I have the form in HTML and the action is going to be this page, which the form is going to be submitted, and the method is equal to post. And the only thing we ask for is the email. And we have the submit button. So let me just go ahead and show you how this page looks. And this is the page. So we have this little inputs, we have an asterisk, and we have a button. So, capiche? Got that part? Now, so let's start. The first thing we want to do is we're going to start our session. And I'm just going to write a little comment here saying that we're about to do the login. The next thing we want to do is we want to require our connection page. And if you have been watching my tutorials, I have a new connect.php page, and this is our connection page. Now, so I need to require that, and that is new connect.php. Now we can go ahead and begin. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make an if statement. And we want to say if is set, and we ask ourselves what is set. If the submit button, which is called login, if it's submitted, what do we want to do? So let me just go ahead and put login. And now, so if the form is submitted, what do we want to do? The first thing we want to do is we want to select from our table. So select everything from me, the table, where the email is equal to ... post email. So whatever the user inputs, we want to select that email from the table. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to make another variable, and I'm going to call this SQLQ equal to MySQLi query, and it's going to take the connect variable, which is from the new connect.php, and it's going to take SQL variable. Now we want to go ahead and make another if statement. And in this if statement, we want this to check if everything is true. We want to check if the input email is not empty. So not empty post email. And MySQLi fetch ASSOC SQLQ is greater than 0, meaning that there is an email associated with that. Or in other words, there is an email on the file that they posted. And we also want to check that if they input an email, that is a valid email. So we write something like not filter var, and we write post email, comma, filter validate email, not filter var the email, filter validate email, and it's not equal to false. So it's a valid email address. So if all of this is true, what do we want to do? The first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and make a session variable. And in order to do that, session, and you would name the session variable, and I'm going to call it email on file, equal to post email. And that is all we need. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to write header, and this is going to redirect us to another page. So I'm going to make a new file later on called new page.php. And I forgot to put something, location, and now we're good to go. So now this part is finished. So we are checking if the input is not empty, if the email that they do input exists, and that it's not an invalid email address. And if it's true, we're going to start a session variable, and it's going to redirect us to new page.php. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to make an if statement, and we're going to say if for some reason the input is empty, what do we want to do then? Well, we want to go ahead and make a variable a equal to the message that we want to display on the screen. So I'm going to say, please enter your email. And I spelled email wrong, embarrassing. And we want to say, if that's not the problem, else if, let's say that the email does not exist. So MySQLi fetch ASSOC SQLQ, and this is not equal to 1. What do we want to do? That same variable a is now going to equal to email does not exist. And if that's not the problem, the email might be an invalid email address. Then what do we want to do? So I'm just going to copy this right here, and we're going to paste it over here. And instead of false, we're going to put true. So if it's an invalid email, then we will put a equal to invalid email. And now we are done with this part. So we are checking in this part if the input is empty, throw the error message. If it's not an existing email address, then throw this error message. And if it's not a valid email address, then throw in this message. Now the only thing we want to do is, number 1, we want to go in between our span class after the asterisk, and we're going to add our PHP syntax, and we're going to say echo the variable a. So if we do encounter an error message, it will echo the message, whatever message it chooses. And then now we can go ahead and save this page. And now we also go back to our new connect.php, And we have to basically tell this page that we're going to have a variable named A, and it's going to hold our error message. So we have the variable A equal to nothing. So let's go ahead and save that. Now let's just go make our new file. And this file is going to be saved as new page.php. And all this page is going to do is echo the email address that they have logged in with. So we're going to do our PHP syntax. And all we're going to do is start the session first. Require our connect page. So new connect.php. And now we're just going to go ahead and echo. I'm going to echo something like hi space dot the session variable name that we had created, and we called it email on file. And that is all we have to do for now. So we're completely done. So let's go ahead and save this. And now we can go to our new me.php page. And now I'm just going to refresh this page. And now we can begin to log in. So the first example I'm going to show you is I am not going to input anything, and I'm just going to submit the button. So let's go ahead and do that. And we get a message. Please enter your email. Now let me enter something, but it's not a valid email. So I'm just going to put something like that and log in. So it says email does not exist, and that is not the message it's supposed to say. So what did we do wrong? Okay guys, here's the problem. This is kind of weird, but we have to rearrange this. So let me just go ahead and do that. And paste this over here. So now let's just go ahead and save it. And now it says invalid email. So that was not an invalid email we inputted. Now I'm just going to input a email address, a real one. So log in, and it says email does not exist. And let me try the email that I do have on file, which is this one right here. So now I will log in, and it says, hi, my email address. How cool is that? And we can also go to our PHP My Admin. Okay. Now we can go ahead and go to our database, which is D1, and go to the me table. And as you can see, the email that we do have is this one, and that is the one that is being displayed. Hi, my email address. So how cool is that, guys? And that is how you log in your user. So I hope that wasn't a lot, and I hope that wasn't hard. So guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tutorial. And this time we will be learning how to register our user. So thank you guys. Bye.